action.
Somebody's already roasted me in the chat.
Dang, already?
Pick 'em pop, big gun Brian Petrie, giving out the lot. One is mortal, you know it won't miss. Gonna take a shot, dog lot, that's the underdog. Yeah, they in the hunt, send them home, let's KO or submission. Yeah, somebody done, slime ball, yeah, that's the parlay. We gon' make it known. Pick 'em pop from MMA takes, yeah, let's get it going.
What's up? We got a motherfucking pay-per-view and we got Timbo back. He's done murdering people. He's a father now. He's back ready to murder these fucking lines is what he's ready to murder. Timbo, first of 2023, how you doing? And it's appropriate because your guy who you've been rocking with since I've known you, Jon Jones, is back. You feeling good about this?
He's back, brother. I'm feeling great. It's crazy how much that line has moved since, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
When he was a plus 130, and now he's getting close to a minus 200.
I know. Open that plus 160. And now I can legally bet. I try to beat the lines. I didn't act quick enough. I think I was out doing something. And then when I got home, I'm like, oh, let's check it out. I got it $100, one unit at plus 115. So, you know what I mean? That's a great number considering, like Timbo said, he's closing at like fucking 200. That's the GOAT. And what I love, we'll break down the fight at the end, obviously. But what I love right now is what I'm seeing from him, from the embeddeds and from his Twitter. Dude's dialed in. Like, he's back to like his old shit. Like, he's dialed in.
And that's the thing. And real quick,
go ahead,
we'll get into this, obviously. But
yeah,
when you say back to his old shit, I mean, was he even dialed in like this back then when he was murdering Lyoto and Shot and Rampage and everybody else?
I think his prime was that run right after Lyoto. He was, I think, dialed in because he was finishing dudes, and then and then the whole DC stuff. Clearly, he's dialed in. I just think the last two, which were close, right? I think he was a little, you know what I mean? I don't think he was there. He's like Dominic Reyes. I mean, okay, I'll get out of bed for it, right? Thiago Santos, the guy wasn't good at 85. I'll get out of bed for it. Those weren't the best. I think he's getting out of bed. And he fucking, this is, and then he's talking shit. He's like, dude, this at his little presser today, he's like, this guy's like, not even the best heavyweight there is. I don't like his skills. I like that shit. Christian, I like your hoodie even more. Repping Fury FC. Great promotion. Is that Jersey or is that Colorado?
I think they're Texas, actually. But they do come through here sometimes.
I think the CFC, I'm thinking of something in Jersey. Jersey has a good promotion too. Dope. Where'd you get that? I need to know. You just order it?
Oh, I got it at the show. That's the night I met Dana White at that show.
Oh, okay. Either I was gonna say either that you're a big Tommy Fury fan or a big Luca Fury fan.
No. I am a fan of Fury FC though. They put on a really good show. Yeah,
it's a nice little regional promotion.
Chris Curtis was supposed to headline this show.
That's right.
And and then he got pulled up to the UFC.
Crandaddy in the chat. Congrats, Timbo. Drank with Jon Jones the night he wrecked his Bentley full of hoes. Let's go. I love that. That was his first real kind of incident. The UFC's like, oh, this dude's a star. We're gonna buy him a Bentley. He loads it up with a bunch of underage, allegedly, girls, and decides to wreck it. I love that. Listen, I was gonna wait for a little bit before the chat gets here because I've been teasing the store. So if you can tell, podcast juice shirt turned out better than expected.
That looks really good. Yeah, it's good quality.
It's really good. I got every shirt I've got in so far besides two. I don't have any of the hats, unfortunately, right now. And I have some stickers I don't have in yet, right? But every shirt I got right now is fire. So let me go ahead and share this with you. All you got to do,
watch that shit inside out. That's the one thing I can.
Yeah, watch it inside out. All you have to do is go to MMATakesPodcast.com and order yourself a shirt. We got the Hammer It tee. We got the Hammer. I call this the John Anik sweatshirt. He loved this so much. He said, if you put in a black sweatshirt, I'll buy it. I didn't make the guy pay for it. I went ahead and sent it to him. Slimeball parlay sticker, just a regular new logo. Club 1K. Get that if you're 1K. I sent those out to people. Slimeball podcast juice was I'm wearing now. Value Boys classic green hammer hat, regular sticker, little baseball logo, and then a capper hat. There's a capper shirt as well. So go to MMATakesPodcast.com. Order your merch. I wanted to wait to do it because I want to feel everything. These are washed up and they feel great, even on a thick dude like me. They don't shrink, they don't fade. You guys been with me for a long time. You know the merch problems I've had. Look at that. That's Rocket. That tried to make that shirt. They would not do it because of the cocaine. I haven't got an email back yet. But this place is good. I'm gonna keep adding shirts and hoodies and everything. Like I can literally make anything. So if you want to request something like, hey BP, I would love to get a mug or whatever the fuck, I can do it.
Baby clothes.
Yeah, baby clothes. There's baby clothes. Hey BP, I really want to dry my dick off when I get out of the shower with a towel. Put your face on it. I can do it. You know what I mean? So so MMATakesPodcast.com. Someone Trinidad just said get a bird cap in like CC. I tried it. Those are rare. Those are gems. Those are hard to find. I wanted a bird cap. All right.
Hey, send me your guys' addresses again.
Why is it you're sending bird hats?
My mom she found them in Hawaii and she sent out 2 for you guys. I just forgot to send them. It was supposed to be a surprise. But I got one for you.
You don't have my address memorized?
Cincinnati, Ohio, 80602.
There you go, man. That's what it's the beautiful thing about Cincinnati is it's not the biggest city, but like for you live in Denver, but when you send it's like Lakewood, right?
Yeah, my zip code can be either city. It's weird.
Okay, right. So like when people ship out to me, like I know they're like, oh wow, you live in actually downtown Cincinnati.
Yeah, I live in Lakewood.
I'm like kinda, but like everything's Cincinnati over here. All right, enough of that shit. Again, MMATakesPodcast.com. Let's get to these fucking fights. First fight of the night, Loki. Here we go. Razakhalbov. What is it? Loik. Razakhalbov. Is that how you say it, Christian?
Let me look at it.
Tell me how you say it.
Razakhalbov, I would assume.
There you go. Razakhalbov, -265. This is the dude that trained with Gilbert Burns that got kicked off the Ultimate Fighter because Connor's guy came in. He was upset. Well, guess what, bud? You're on a huge pay-per-view now, so let's not cry about it.
Wow.
Against Esteban Ribovics, +225, coming out of Venezuela or Argentina, right? Argentina? Argentina. He debuted on the Contender Series, or not debuted, coming off the Contender Series as well. Loik, fought all over the PFL, fought some really good guys in the PFL. I'll kick it off here. Okay, why not? I went back and forth on this fight because Esteban, a lot of freaking, Argentina guys are just not great to me. Shevchenko Ponzinibbio is like the best talent they had out. I just feel like they don't produce a ton of talent. This guy's pretty good. He's on the Contender Series, beat up a decent little guy in Thomas Paul. His takedown offense is okay. He's got big power. He's really good in the pocket. He's got single punches in the pocket, but Loik has been in there with everyone. Natan Schultz, which he lost, but the wins and losses are very impressive on his resume. Trains with a good camp. I think he's going to make this a grimy fight, right? I think Esteban wants to stay in the pocket, land his big shots. Don't think that's going to happen. Give me Loik. It was a tough decision to get to if I'm being honest with you. I think Loik by decision, -265 is a little bit high for me, but again, I'm basing it on Argentinian fighters haven't came to the UFC and lit the world on fire. I think this guy's good. I don't think he's great. I think he's got some holes. Give me the favorite here, starting off with some chalk. Who wants it? Jump on the button. Let's go, Timbo. Timbo, we haven't heard from you in a while. Timbo.
Yeah, Tajikistan. What was it? Aliyev last week kind of put them on the map. I can't think of any other Tajikan fighters, but you look at Loik. I mean, he's got some decent wins on his record. Chris Wade, who's doing okay over there in the PFL.
Not doing bad, right?
Decision win over him. I'm assuming this guy's going to want to get this down to the ground. A lot of chokes on his record. Again, win over Chris Wade, decision. So he's obviously stopping takedowns if he's able to beat Chris Wade. So I'll go with Loik here as well. I don't know much about either of these guys, so I was telling Christian before the podcast, I'm kind of giving my Sadiq Yusuf breakdown on this one.
Okay.
Hey, listen, which if anybody hasn't seen those are awesome.
Those are great.
Yeah, I'll take Loik here.
All right, let's go Fury FC. What we got? Sharp.
Yeah, I didn't have any trouble picking this fight. This guy Ribovics, I was not impressed with on the Contender Series. I have trouble remembering these guys. Luckily, I remembered the guy Thomas Paul, who is about as good as the third Paul brother. Stinks. Just not. God, yeah, I mean, yeah, he knocked him out, but this guy, then this Paul guy went and got knocked out again in the first round and golden ticket promotion. So
Sure.
just 0 bit impressed with that win. It doesn't really have any other good wins. Wasn't nothing about his fighting style is impressive. He can't stop takedowns. He gets put on his back all the time. He's fighting a wrestler, I mean, named Loic Rodzhabov, ends in an OV. He's fought good fighters. He does gas a little bit. I don't think it's really going to matter here. This is the only line on the card that hasn't gotten steamed yet. This guy, Loic, you're still getting a good price on him. This one is, this won't hang around. He's going to close at -500.
And how's he get it done, babe? Tell me. I want to bet a prop in this fight. I say decision. He gets a finish. Finish by juicier.
Yeah, I think he'll finish him.
Oh, that's coming right from CC. You know what I mean? That's coming from a sharp. All right, finish for CC. All right, next up, Farhad Basharat, Javi Basharat's brother. He is a -490, making his UFC debut. And he is fighting Damon Blackshear at +390 as well. Timbo, we're going to go with you, bub. I love your heat hat. Let's see what you got here, bub. 2 fighters that aren't well known, but let's see what you're going here. Come on.
Yeah. Initially, I look at Blackshear's record, and I saw he lost to Danny Sabatello, and I need the world to that. I absolutely hate that guy. That's dude from he's a PFL Bellator.
Stotts got the blonde hair. You do not like Danny Sabatello. That's what you're telling me.
Not at all.
Okay.
It's like Colby Covington, but it's even worse because obviously Colby was like the originator of it, and now this guy came in and just he's absolutely horrible. But I mean, he can grapple his ass off. But yeah, was it this podcast? Where have I heard it? If it ends in stand, better grand. Did we used to say that?
Yeah, babe.
Yeah,
I got an old shirt with it on it.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Basharat, Afghanistan. Assuming he's gonna go in there and get him to the ground, wrestle him, choke him out. That's my bet. Give me Basharat.
Basharat by finish here from Timbo. Christian, when you got here, babe?
Yeah, I don't think he has to get him to the ground. I think he could do it on his feet too. I mean, Basharat's going to whoop that ass. Blackshear, he's kind of fun to watch because he gets in all these horrible scrambles. He always loses position. Also, like Reabov loves to get put on his back. He wasn't impressive, I guess, in short notice against.
Sorry, that's a Jersey Jerry reference, I believe. Hopefully, that's not his current line, but Baccarat 540. It's cologne. That's like $1,000. Baccarat 540. Unless he climbed to 540 and I completely misread Jacob there. Sorry for your break. Go, Christian. I didn't mean to step on your break.
No, you're good. No, anytime somebody interrupts from the chat, it's usually so good that I was really like, I need the break to keep laughing. Yeah. He looked okay against Yusuf Zalal on short notice, but Yusuf Zalal was fighting on that Sparta combat show that I went to a couple months ago in a hotel lobby. So that's also not very impressive.
Sure.
The Basharat brothers have both looked great so far. I don't love guys fresh off the Contender Series. I mean, I don't think Blackshear would have won on the Contender Series anyway. So I'm going to roll with both you guys here. I think this one's pretty easy.
Whoa, I haven't picked my pick yet.
Oh, well, just skip it then because we already know the answer. Go ahead.
Let's go, dog. No. I'm a big fan of Javid Basharat, his brother, who's fought twice or 3 times in UFC before his brother got 1 shot yet. Don't know if that's an injury. They do fight very similar. I think Javid is a little bit more technical, a little bit better. But Basharat's good. Jamon Blackshear's got some really good fights on his record. Losses, the Chris Motino fight, I keep going back to him. Chris Motino fucking stinks, right? And he struggled with him. He struggled with some guys that are on the high level. He'll finish you on the ground. He'll get a rear naked choke. He wants to create these wild scrambles. I think Basharat's going to be a step ahead. I hate the line at -490. I don't know where you're going to play this at, how you're going to trust a guy who has not made his debut in the UFC yet. How do you trust him? I don't think you can at -490. I would love to see. I think he should be the favorite, rightful favorite, but I would love to see him at like -250, -265, kind of like we got Loke here. That's a playable fight. -490 scares me a little bit. So you're going to go jump in the prop pool. Blackshear's been finished before. He's kind of a tough out. He's good on the ground. He could get a knockout or could get knocked out, but he is a vet. So I like maybe by decision in this fight. I've gun to my head, but give me Basharat 540, and we'll rock with that. All right, next up, Jessica Penne +230 versus Baby Shark, Tabatha Ricci, minus 275. Baby Shark, Christian, female fight. Now, listen, you're talking to the guy that knows chicks, okay? 6-1 on the year in chick fights. I know chicks. And so tread lightly with how you pick here, babe, okay? Because I'm going to have to correct you if you're wrong. Go ahead.
All right. So right here, we got one of my favorite and one of my least favorite fighters. My disdain for Jessica Penne really goes back to that Lupi Godinez robbery where I lost units, lots of units.
Yeah.
So I've hated her ever since then. And then she subbed somebody else when I was picking against her. I think it was KK, like right after that. Snatched up an arm or something like that early in the fight. So, and look, Penne's losses are only to really the highest level fighters. When you look at her record, you're like, dang, like, you know, she's fought a lot of people and she's really only lost to who I'd consider really good fighters. Look, she's probably done it. She's 40 years old. She's like an OG of the OnlyFans game, so she probably got some amount of followers.
Penne has OnlyFans?
Yeah. With
Does
probably
she get,
tens to
like,
hundreds of followers.
Does she show it all, CC?
I would have no idea because I would never look at Jessica Penne's. If it was Baby Shark's OnlyFans, I would have tried to see what was going on.
I was at work like 2 weeks ago, started 2 weeks ago, and my I have an Apple credit card, right? And it's all on your phone. And I kept getting these alerts. I'm like, what the fuck? It's 5 a.m, right? And I go and check. Someone charged. I've never signed up for OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans. If I want to look at someone on OnlyFans, you go to Reddit, right? Someone charged 230 times $10, $10, $10, $10, $10.77, $10.77. So 230 different charges of $10 or $10.77. And like they're all like half of them got declined once they ran up my money. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Shout out Apple. They fixed it right that morning. So your boy's back. But so I guess you're going Baby Shark here. We don't spend too much time in this fight. She's super athletic, way younger, way more powerful. Even her wild striking will probably lead her into takedowns. I think she's fine wherever she goes in this fight. Baby Shark all day. Baby Shark all day for me as well. Penne, 40 years old, I think. Skynet, sorry. Listen, I think Kay Hansen, she's out there getting that money. I think she's doing, OnlyFans is now turning into like, okay, I'm gonna show some titties, cool. I'm gonna show, what I got. And now it's like, let me find a guy and show you what I don't know. I have looked at Kay Hansen's OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen some of the stuff. It looks all right. Okay, it meets my approval. With that being said, Baby Shark is for me as well. Penne, 40 years old. She's gonna retire soon. I think she sees the light at the end of the tunnel. Baby Shark's just gonna be too much, too powerful, too young, too fast, too pretty, too everything. Timbo, what do we got here, babe?
Baby Shark, takedown game. Likely I think it's going to be decision, which I believe both of her last fights were. 5 takedowns against Poliana Viana, 5 takedowns versus Mariana Oliveira. Same script here. Gets her to the ground, lays on her, gets a decision win.
It's absolutely juiced to go the distance. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. That's gonna give you a big play. I absolutely love that Timbo. We're talking about naked chicks and OnlyFans. He's sitting there, new father, beautiful girlfriend. And he's just, nope, not talking about it. You perverts go and have your fun. I'm going to roll off some stats. I'm going to give you the takedowns. I love it. This guy's fucking business, okay? Here's how business is. If you wake up in the room and Timbo's in the room with you, you did something wrong, okay? He's there for a reason. All right, next up, Martinez, plus 240 versus Cameron Simon, minus 285. I saw Cameron Simon fight in Vegas. He fought Stephen Kozlow, who's not very good. Simon just seems to be, he's very young, right? He's good on the feet. He's not great. He's good on the grappling, but Kozlow just kept getting up and kept reversing positions, and he kept getting the fight to the ground. He finished the fight in the 3rd round, which is great. But again, Simon is a nice little young prospect here. What is he, 6-0, 7-0? But Martinez got that dog in him. You know what I mean? And I think if Kozlow can get up off the ground, Mana can. Mana has great boxing. He is very inconsistent. He can get hurt on the feet. Simon does have some decent striking. Can't hurt you. Good in the clinch. I'm worried about that. But that Houston gym, that Dallas gym, those Texas gyms down there, they're really popping right now. And I believe Mana is training with Adrian Yanez, who's an absolute stud. His boxing's always been on point. As long as he can get up from the ground and wear out Simon and use his hands, I think this is a good spot for him. And you're hanging plus 240 on me. I don't trust a 7-0 guy to cover minus 285. So give me a dog shot here, babe.
Hello? Okay, this is dog.
Yeah, that's a dog. Timbo, what do you got, babe?
I'm not as confident as you are in Martinez. Sorry, I brain farted there. I think they're putting a lot of stock in this in Simon. I had doubts about him in because his last fight was his UFC debut, right? If I'm not
I believe
mistaken.
so. Came in the Contender Series.
Yeah, coming off the Contender Series.
Yeah.
How old is this kid?
He's like
22 years old.
Young boy, young buck.
I don't know. I do like the play. Because, I mean, Martinez is a tough-ass dude. He's never been finished. No, he has been finished. He was finished on the Contender Series, actually, by Draco.
He's got some ugly losses, that's for sure.
Wait, Draco Malfoy?
No, Draco Rodriguez.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Hold on a
Draco.
second. Who's Draco Malfoy? Because
You know?
if it's who I think it is, I might boot you out.
Draco
Is it the
Malfoy is
fuck-
from Harry Potter, right?
That's what I thought. All right, Chris,
Long
we're gonna
kid.
call it early night, boys. Fucking nerd alert. Sorry, Timbo. Go ahead, bud.
I'll go. I like that Martinez play, man. What was it? What was his odds?
Plus 240 for Martinez.
Plus 255 right now on DraftKings.
Ooh,
Yeah,
they
I don't
gone up.
feel
I got the
confident
yesterday.
in Simon being a minus 305 by any means. But I'm trying to keep the strap, which I was just looking for, and I don't know what the fuck I did with it. But
Cam's got it. He's
the strap
sleeping
is
with it.
here. Just know that. And it's
He's like, that's
coming
mine.
back
Cam's
with
got
me.
it.
But give me Simon though. I think
Simon, all right.
young kid's got
Flip-flopping like
potential. I
a
think
fish
he can
out
do
of
it.
water. Timbo flip-flop like a fish out of water there, but he got his pick. We got Kieran Doherty in the house. What's up, boys? Sorry I'm late. It's okay. Had a date. Ooh, had a date. Hopefully it was Aaron Blanchfield. Guy's in love with her. Kieran, by the way, your shirt, I want to say it's coming tomorrow, Friday. I believe. I checked the tracking. Tomorrow, Friday, you get your Club 1K shirt. All right, Timbo, or excuse me, Christian, Manny Martinez, Cameron Simon. What we got here, babe?
Yeah, I kind of expect this fight to be a brawl. I do think the line is off. Both these guys have really good output. Simon's got some alligator arms, though. He's got Max Holloway's probably got arms 3 times the size of this guy. It's like a 56-inch reach or something like that. Or maybe it's 66, but it's way shorter than you used to seeing in the guys' game.
That might be the
No,
shortest.
it can't be that short. No, I might be 66, but
it's 67. That's not bad.
Okay.
He does have short arms for
It's like
being
Petrie
5'6"
arms.
man and weight. Yeah. Hey, man. What is you can't see him?
Look, it's a fight that I think is going to be a brawl. Martinez is hittable. He's got that one-shot power though, and he does have experience. He's been in there. He's been in there with some real fighters. Simon was a dog on the Contender Series, so him being a minus 300 against a guy who's actually fought a few people. Look, I hope Martinez can pull the trigger because sometimes it seems like he doesn't want to. I don't know why he does that, but I'm riding with you. That's why I got my Hawaiian only Pono vibes hat on tonight. I thought I'd be alone here, but I like Mano Martinez here, bruh.
All right, brother.
I'm not taking it back. I'm not taking it. Yeah, I'm not a mute.
Here you go.
But so I've got that free bet from that one sports book. No free plugs over here.
Oh yeah.
Bet Fred.
take that
Shout
with
out Bet Fred.
But I've definitely changed my mind. I planned on putting Simon in there, and I'm going to do like a huge parlay and try to get rich. And I planned on putting him in there, but I've changed my mind. I'm not confident in that minus 300. It's not worth the risk of losing an 11-leg parlay on a minus 300 22-year-old kid who's Skynet. Shout out to Skynet. Only has 2 wins
right
with
here.
people over 500.
That juice is not worth the squeeze. Not worth the
It's
squeeze.
juice. Too juicy.
Mm-mm. Yep.
So Timbo, you have the right to switch. The pod's not over. Do you want to switch to Martinez, or are you rocking with Martinez? You're trying to keep the strap here, so you're going opposite us, so it makes sense. And he is a good fighter.
Are you betting Martinez?
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Let's make it a
never mind,
threesome.
never mind.
Let's make it a threesome. Then I'm going Martinez.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's back.
I mean, and Martinez has got some takedowns in the UFC. I think that may play because Simon's kickboxer. Martinez can weather the storm. I think his gas tank is definitely going to hold up. Simon's can too. Like Christian had said, he was a dog on the Contender Series. But yeah, the dog money there for Martinez is too juicy. Give it to me.
Too juicy. We got him, Christian. We switched him. Now I'm about to switch my pick to Simon. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're all on dog there. Plus 240. And you said that it's went out to plus 250, 255. Yeah, I can't trust it. You play the number, boys. You play the number. All right, next up, Ian Machado Garry, who I know Christian's a huge fan of, minus 645. I believe he's minus 700 nowadays because I got these lines yesterday against Kenon Song. Plus 480. I'm sure that has gone up as well. Timbo, lead the dance here, babe. What you got?
Bro, minus 730.
So
that's nuts. And again,
that's
this
nuts,
is, Darian Weeks gave this guy problems. Gabe Green, I don't recall that fight.
So did the Jordan Williams, the guy with the diabetes.
Gosh.
I don't know about Kenon Song though, honestly. Okay, he got finished by Max Griffin. First round. He's got some wins in the UFC. He's got several wins in the UFC.
around
for a while. He fought Izzy.
Oh, no shit. That was at EM Legend 3. Okay.
Hey man, listen, Kenon Song's a great number, babe. I mean, beautiful number.
I can't take it. I mean, I do think Ian Garry's good. He's got good patience, good boxing. He was never in trouble in any of those fights, in any of his past 3 wins in the UFC. Right. He just, he knows what he needs to do. I think he does go out and get a finish, though. I think he does look for that. He's got really good striking, obviously out of Ireland. He says the old Connor line, not here to take part, here to take over.
Here to take over. I can't do the accent. Damn it.
Yeah, give me Garry. I think
Garry
it's a pretty safe play. Probably won't touch it though, just because of the numbers so outrageous.
Sure. Christian, I mean, you have a lot to say about Ian Garry. You think he's a chump. You don't think he's good. You beat him up in a fight. I mean, these are all things you said.
Yeah, some of those things I said. Look, I doubted him in the past. The guy's proven he's a good fighter. I don't like the competition hasn't been super tough, but he's going out there doing what he needs to do. He's just good. I don't really know how else to put it. I was so wrong on this guy. I think I picked against him every single time, and I'm done wasting money on that. Song Kenong's got bad cardio. He does have power. He's probably overmatched everywhere in this fight, though. Look, the line is I don't even know how off it is. I think he just absolutely destroys him here. Song Kenong leaves himself to get hurt. This is a showcase, I think, for Ian Machado Garry. So, yeah.
Where did Machado come from, by the way?
So that's what Skynet just says. He took his wife's name. So now I don't know if this is true. And I hope
Brian, you're getting big time, dog. So
you got to watch your mouth. You need to tell us what stories to tell.
Yeah. Leave it to me and CC to talk shit.
So he married his wife, and she has a kid outside the relationship. She's much older than him. She has a kid outside the relationship. They just had a kid, right? I think she was married before, maybe just had a baby, dad, or whatever. She has a kid, and he wanted everyone to have the same last name. So he took her last name as his middle name, but I think legally it might be his actual last name. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I think I'm a pretty progressive person, and I'm not like Mr. Old School guy. I know it's not 1950s anymore, but taking your lady's last name is tough. You know what I mean? That's a tough look. But again, fuck it. Who cares? Maybe he hates his last name. He did take his wife's name. There you go. Kieran Doherty right there. Irishman, telling you what to do. All right. So you guys both are on Garry here. All right. Come on. Quit doing that to me. I don't know if you guys know what this is. Oh, gosh. It's heavy money. This fucking great hammer here, baby. We're hammering Ian Garry by KO. Minus 135. If you don't like that, Ian Garry by finish minus 200. You take your bank account and you go into your bank and you say, hey, this is a green hammer bet. Empty it out. That's going to happen. Keen Sanong got knocked out by Max Griffin. Keen Sanong's been knocked out many, many times. He leaves himself open. He's a wild man. He's 32 years old. Ian Garry's only has one finish in the UFC. Has not looked dominant, but he's been training the entire camp with Shevchenko Rakhmonov down there in Killcliff FC, excuse me. This dude is ready for a finish. He's ready for another post fight where he copies Connor. Green hammer bet of the week. Ian Garry by KO minus 135. If you don't like that, Ian Garry inside the distance by any kind of finish, submission, DQ, knockout, minus 200.
DQ counts as knockout.
Huh?
DQ goes under knockout.
But that's what it said on draft. I want to get correct since you corrected me. There was a line that says knockout, submission, DQ, minus 200.
Yeah, so if you play somebody by knockout, I mean, I know they say that, but yeah, a knockout, a DQ falls under that. Just FYI.
All right. So
that's a nice hammer piece. I like minus 200. I'm with it.
I'm going to parlay that minus 200.
I'm bringing out props, King Deuce. I spent $30 because I couldn't just order one on Amazon. They came in a pack of 3. It was $30. Those goddamn hammers. I went to Harbor Freight, Home Depot. They all had orange hammers. They didn't have fucking green hammers. I don't like that. Gary's going to point fight himself the closer than it should happen. Well, guess what, Kieran? I'm going to go ahead and return the shirt, pal. I'm just kidding. Podcast news. Damn, I'm late for the live. It's all right, Mike Sloman. We're just getting started here, babe. Oh, and another thing about Ian Garry as well is slime ball candidate. Ooh.
Who is it going to be? Bo Nickal, Ian Garry, and Valentina.
Okay. You're not wrong.
See.
You're not wrong. Listen, I'll show you the slime ball right now. You're not wrong. All right,
I'll be here for it.
Julian Marquez plus 130 versus Marc-Andre Barriault minus 150. Christian, you start this one off here. This fight's kind of weird to me, if I'm being honest with you. Had a tough time picking. They're both very similar fighters. I used to think Marquez was going to be better than he was. He took some time off. He looked like shit his last time out. And then Marc-Andre Barriault, he's training in Florida now. He's getting better, but he still has limitations. The line's kind of weird to me. I guess I get it, but I had trouble with this fight. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, it's funny. My first note says very similar fighters. So
100%.
Exact same words. I believe it's pronounced Marc-Andre Barriault, though.
Perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, just remember that for next time.
Okay.
Since you're up next anyways. Okay. Yeah, so I had trouble with this one. There wasn't actually too many on this card I had trouble picking. I did go back and forth, and the line on this one's gone back and forth. Marquez opened like around minus 150, and that line's almost completely flipped. So, I'm not very big on camp changes or coaching, but how many times has Marquez changed camps like in the past 3 years? I mean, maybe this one wasn't his fault.
Yeah, this one wasn't his fault. He was with Krause, right? Yeah.
But he's been all over the place. And obviously there's some rumors about his effort being a part of that. I don't know. I try not to put too much thought into that. That loss, or it was a win to Maki Pitolo, but damn, it still feels like a loss to me because he got his ass beat for like 12 straight minutes. And I have never been able to, kind of like you can't get the Jordan Wright RoboCop thing out of your head. I cannot get that Maki Pitolo Marquez fight out of my mind.
Sure.
I like that Marc-Andre Barriault has got skills everywhere. I think if he can avoid that Cuban missile, he should probably be able to control this all the way through for a decision. I do like this one to go the distance, even though I think both these guys are super violent. That's funny. My mom and I are breaking it down. She's like, this one's definitely not going the distance. I was like, I think this one is going the distance.
This one might.
So I'm going to take – I like Marc-Andre by a decision. I think that's the way I'm going to go.
Wade Christian's going to play it. Yes. So, I went dog because when fights I have trouble with, I'm going to go dog. I don't know if I'm going to bet this fight. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't have a good read on it. Marquez, I think, is good. He has good submissions. He's kind of a dog in there, but he looked a little lackluster. And is the camp change going to be effective? And I think he kind of ruined his career by the whole Miley Cyrus thing. Remember that? He like
Definitely.
called her out and she responded, and then he said something weird. Like he blew it. Like, is this guy a virgin? Does he not know chicks like me? I don't think this guy knows chicks. Sorry, I'm fucking getting hot. But yeah, listen, I think Barriault, his biggest thing is he can't get taken down, right? And he's been submitted before. He's coming off the Anthony Hernandez loss. Fluffy's a fucking stud. I mean, that guy's relentless. He's gonna get a lot of people with that choke. So I'm not gonna hold it to him, but I think Marquez, it's gonna be a close fight. And I think, on the feet, Marquez does have power. I think Barriault is going to be the better striker, a little bit more refined, but Marquez does have power on the ground. I think it's Marquez. So I think you're going to get a battle of a guy trying to get to the ground, a guy trying to stay on his feet. And with that, I'm going to go with the dog for that, but I don't love it. But give me the dog trying on Julian Marquez. Timbo, let's see what you got to say, and then we'll hit the chat, see what the chat's saying.
Yeah, this one, I mean, I'm echoing what all you just said. I mean, this is a tough fight. Initially, I'm thinking that this doesn't go to this doesn't go the distance minus 200. But I mean, you look at these guys. I mean, Marquez does have power. I would agree that I'm going to try to say this. Christian, let me know how I do. Marc-André Barriault.
Oh, beautiful.
Very good.
That was bad.
I'm not even try it. That's better than what I did.
I do think this is going to stay on the feet the entire time. I think Barriault is the better striker. Obviously, he's got to watch out for Marquez's Cuban missile power. Give me Barriault. I kind of switched my mind on it. I think he wins a decision. Just outpoints him.
I'm on an island on that one. That one could be beside the strap here. I mean, are the Islands boys still a thing? Can I still go, I'm an island boy?
No.
Well, people still think that's funny. I am on an island on that one. Let's look at it. Aaron S., long-time listener. Good dude. Damn it, I'm late and busy. Few plays I'm liking are Jones inside the distance is a great number. Shavkat inside the distance feels like a play. Bo Nickal first-round sub feels right. 100%. Canadians get pronounced with a mouthful of syrup. There's no lie there. First time being here live. This is exciting. Thank you for being here live, sir. For Nickal. First time, long time, first time. Marquez KO. He needs it after the Gregory fight. 100% there. Kieran. This thing's
oh yeah, their nicknames are both great. I meant to bring that up, but I didn't put it in my notes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Give me their nicknames.
Oh, Power Bar and the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah. Power Bar. I didn't know that.
Power Bar. Trinidad's got it right there. I didn't think Power Bar. I didn't know Andre Barriault. He's still coming off that Cyrus. He took a big.
Was that the same night as the Polo fight?
It's the same. What? When he puts
yeah, was that the same that?
It might have been. I don't remember off my head.
He had another big one right after. Yeah,
so
right.
He had Patolo and Alvey where he both got finishes, and then he both did the. I don't know. He fucking blew.
Oh, it was on Valentine's Day. So look back and we'll find out which one.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah,
it was Patolo. What a loser.
Up. Vivian Arjou, minus 110 versus Amanda Hebos, minus 110 as well. It wasn't picked him yesterday. If you boys are going to be updated lines, when I picked it on the Anakin Florian, Hebos was a dog. So, whose turn is it? Christian? Yeah, Christian. Let's do it, man. Come on. We got, again, remember, I know.
So these are two of my favorite chicks in the game.
Araujo is your favorite chick in the game?
Yeah.
Hang on. Am I having a? Do you have a hat on? Get off
now, though.
I was like, wait a second. You had a pretty. It's like okay. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
It just doesn't. It's brought him on. It doesn't.
Island time.
So yeah, it just doesn't fit very well with the cans on the head. So I'm a fan of both of these. Obviously they're both quite pretty, or at least I think they are. I don't usually listen to Anakin Florian. We do the podcast, but I did listen this week because I was hoping you were going to lay 5 units on Bo Nickal at 90 to win 5. You didn't. Highly disappointed. But I disagreed with you on this one. I think that Araujo is a much more powerful striker. I think she's the better wrestler. I think she can keep it standing if she wants. She might gas a bit. Hebos very well rounded, but that shin is suspect. she gets clipped a lot. I mean, even what's her name, the grappler with the eye that's all looking upwards. No, the woman that the
Janjoba?
Yeah, Janjoba.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, she was rocking Hebos in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
So look, she's hittable. If she gets on top, I think she stands a really good chance. I just think the Araujo is way more powerful, and Hebos does not like to get hit. I think we've seen that over time. I'm actually pretty confident. I'm glad this line is back to being a dog, because this is definitely a dog I'm going to play. Obviously, one for competition purposes I'm interested in, and one that I would recommend to the people out there. But you are 6-1 on women's fights this year, so
I know. Sorry, the chat is saying that it's very choppy. It's choppy on my end too, chat. I apologize. My internet is 1 gig. We're fast over here. I don't know what old Colorado's got, but we're doing okay. But it is still very choppy. It could be a StreamYard issue. So, excuse me, Christian, who did you pick again?
Yeah, I've got a 56K modem, and I'm taking a VV Araujo.
Oh, VV Araujo. So, I just want to play one soundbite after your breakdown. Wrong. So, everything said's wrong. And I love you, but it's wrong. Hebos is the way more athletic female fighter. She just has a chin problem. That is right. You said that right. She gets hit, she gets hurt. It's a problem. Very big problem. But she keeps that distance here. Araujo just got one knockout in the UFC. It was a debut. She ain't fucking hitting anybody. She ain't knocking out anybody since her debut. Up and down road. I think Hebos is kind of smoothing into what she wants to be. She wants to be a distance fighter. I'm going to mix in some takedowns. I think she's got to outpoint her here. I think this could be the decision win for Hebos. Amanda Hebos, who, give me Hebos. Timbo, go ahead and agree with me, babe. Let's go. Let's ride off in the sunset together.
Both of these chicks have outstanding takedown defense, 88%, 90% respectively. When you look at that, I think Araujo is definitely the better striker, in my opinion. She could be a punching bag, but I mean, she gives one to take one. I think she'll be the aggressor. I'm going with Viviane here on this one. I wish she was dog money. I feel like Hebos has the more, Is she a dog now? I thought
Hebos is minus 130.
Wait, who is?
Okay.
Hebos on DraftKings minus 130.
Okay, so Araujo
plus 110.
So people listen to me, Anik and Florian. I flip the line. I mean, that's what you're.
Yeah. You're looking good, dude. You looking.
Thanks.
Hey, look. Brian said he lost some weight too. I see you looking good, dude. Go ahead.
Pounds. My buddy who's in the chat, goes, because I've been telling him about, Anik's been pushing me to do this and this and this. And, maybe one day I will end up on TV. And he goes, I'm just asking, because I was thinking about you. Are you going to work out, lose some weight, and fix yourself? What are you talking about, dude? A part of my life. He said it like it was going to hurt my feelings. No. And I was like, I will shave the neck beard. The neck beard is disgusting. The only reason I keep it is because when I shave it clean, it hurts, man. I've never had facial hair before. You shave that bitch clean, and I can't grow anything else. But
you gotta wait a little bit. I was just telling Ashley, you gotta wait I gotta wait 3 or 4 days before I shave, or I'm gonna get.
Oh, dude, and I got a mole right here, and if I clean shave it, if my hoodie at work touches it, or a coat, or a blanket at night, I'm like. Urgh. So I just go, you know what? I'm going to be a disgusting guy with a fucking neck beard. All right. So you're on Araujo again. Island time. I'm an island boy on Amanda Hebos. All right. I'm bringing that back. We should really do three white dudes, even though everyone thinks Timbo's black, 3 white dudes do the island boy music, just, corny as hell. All right. Here we go. Derek Brunson, blonde Brunson, baby. Plus 185, 195, 185. Yeah. Yep. Against Justice du Plessis, which I fucking nailed. Christian, don't even say that goddamn word. I nailed that. Minus 215. I believe it's my go. If it's not, whatever, I'm going to take it. Listen, if Darren Till, who's not longer in UFC, RIP, I saw you guys shout him out. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I'm very upset by that. But listen, the guy's lost 5 of 6. I mean, he's looked pathetic his last time out. He's injury prone now. He needs to go away for a little bit, regroup, get something. I saw a video of him training, I guess, in Sweden or something like that. He looks like he's 280 pounds. He looks, you know what I mean? The guy needs to get something fixed, right? But if Darren Till was a quarter of what he used to be, he would have beat Justin Duplessis in Vegas when I was there. Justin Duplessis is a wild guy. He's hittable. His takedowns are average. His cardio is above average. His heart is what keeps him in there. He doesn't quit, doesn't give up, right? 18-2. He's got an impressive record. He's fought some really fucking good guys. And it surprises me because I think he's just very, very average. He's got 50% takedown defense, which sounds okay. It's 50-50, but he's fought real no grapplers in the UFC. You got Brunson, who's got no chin, stand up gone now. His only path to victory in his five-fight win streak, he was taking dudes down, smothering them, beating them up until they give him a neck. I don't think Duplessis is going to give him a neck here, but when you're giving me this giant number on Blonde Brunson, I know he's 39 years old. I know he's coming off a loss against Cannonier. We didn't look great, but I think he smothers Duplessis here, and I think he gets a victory. I think it's going to be a decision one. I don't see a finish because Duplessis is very tough, durable. He's only been finished once in his career by Robert Soldic, Roberto Soldic, or Robert Soldic. How do you say his name? The kid, the guy over in Europe that everyone thinks is the best middleweight in the world. He's not, but he's got a win and loss against him, which is impressive. But give me Blonde Brunson, dog shot here.
Hello? Okay, this is Dog.
Not my dog lock, but that is going to be a dog shot. Timbo, jump on this bone, babe. What do you got?
If this fight was happening prior to the Darren Till fight, I'd be all over Duplessis. I'm not going to fall for this trap in Brunson. I'm not going to do it. So I am picking Duplessis.
Wow.
The chin is gone, dude. The chin.
Even if you disagree with me, you know what I think? I think that's a sharp play. I think that's fucking sharp right there.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to go for a finish. Let me look at that line real quick.
Give me a look.
Duplessis. Come on, man. Come on. It's not fucking showing up. All right, that's fine. Well, there it is. All right, Derek Brunson, Duplessis winning method, taking double chance, which is what I always do. Double
Smart.
chance, you get them at minus 120. I like Duplessis there. I love Blonde Brunson. You know, Brunson prior to his loss to Jared Cannonier was on a roll, but he got his fucking shit kicked in or pushed in by Cannonier's elbows. And you know, Dricus brings it. I mean, he's got power. The Till fight, his IQ was fucking horrible. He could have finished that fight 3 minutes into the first round, relatively easy. And Mark's, I watched that fight this morning actually, but I'll keep my comments to myself about Mark Smith in that fight. But yeah, I think Duplessis can put him away. Chin's gone. You know, if anything, minus 120 double chance for Duplessis to get a finish. I'm riding that.
Nice. Bryce Helm said Brunson ain't got no gas. I mean, I think it's time.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it. Speaking of Mark Smith, when I was in Vegas, you know, no big deal. I sat on the floor, whatever. And I was right by where everyone, the refs, the commission, they all came out, right? And all the refs walked by me. Mark Goddard, Mark Smith, Jason Herzog, Herb, and I think there's another one I can't remember off the top of my head, or Tyone. They all walked by me. And the only one, like everyone's like, Goddard, baby, and you want pictures. I'm not going to get a picture with a grown man. I don't give a fuck. But I go, Herzog, and I gave him knuckles. The only one I bones was Jason Herzog. I think he's currently the best ref in MMA right now. With that being said, we got Timbo on one side and we got me on the other side. The reason I said that's a sharp bet is because even though it wouldn't look like it because Brunson still has a good number, a lot of the public opinion that I see, a lot of the sharp opinion is on Brunson. So it's easy to fall into that trap. So it's very sharp to go, you know what? Fuck that trap. I'm going with this guy because what I've seen. That's why I think it's a sharp play, even though, again, you know, it's opposite me. So Christian, what do you got here? I believe you kind of teased this, but I can check the receipts, but I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got the receipts. Look, I want to make it clear that Darren Till has stunk for a lot of years, like a lot of years. And both of these guys finished him 2 minutes into the third round. So look, I don't want to hear anything about Brunson not being or Duplessis not being able to finish Till. Look, it took him the exact same amount of time to finish him. The only thing is Brunson's getting a lot older and a lot slower and a lot gassier. Who said that? Bryce Helm. He knows. Brunson ain't got no gas in him anymore.
Ain't got no gas in it.
He wrestled for 1 round, and he looked great in that 1 round. And I picked him in that fight, and I'm like, boom, we're gonna roll, dude. Easy decision here. He was completely out of sorts after that. He got hit once, couldn't land a takedown, and it was, as the best announcer of all time says, "Good night, Irene." That's Michael Schiavella to you guys.
He's not the best. He's not even top fucking 25.
No, it goes Anik first, Schiavella second. I think that's
you're out of your fucking head. It goes Anik first, Schiavella 63rd on the list. I'll take 10 John McCarthy's over Schiavella. Fucking dork.
All right, so
yeah, hold on. I was waiting for this. Josh Rosenthal
the thing
is the best. He was the best ever. All right, our connection's messed up. I was talking over you, Christian. Go ahead, bud. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, we'll come back to the chat, but also I want to say we lost. I lost 1/3 of our female fan base last time I broke down Drickus du Plessis fight. So, Mom and Tatum are still here. We became much more white male oriented.
Shout out Heidi Dean, who is the nicest person. I literally every time I meet her, she's the best. And she didn't get your tone in the joke because he came out and said, "I'm going to be the first African champion." Well, hey, asshole, there's already been African champions. That was the joke. And she's like, "Wait a second. What is your guy saying?" So I had to reprimand Christian, and Christian's like, "Oh my God, I did not mean it like that." Issued a formal apology for those people who weren't there. We get what you mean. So you're taking du Plessis?
Yeah, look, his style, he looks like he's gassing, but as somebody that always played sports with their mouth hanging open and their face getting all red, I believe him when he says that's the way he rolls. That's the way he is in there. His style is going to be so difficult for Brunson because he's squirming everywhere. He's moving ways that Brunson's never felt. And that is really going to drain Brunson trying to hold that crazy wild man down. I'm on Timbo. I'm with Timbo here give him inside the distance too, because when Brunson gasses and du Plessis starts, all he throws is haymakers. He's like John Lineker in there. So I
like with inside the distance because Brunson is fragile. Brunson, he's not going to lose a decision. If he gasses out, he's getting put away. You know what I mean? And as much as I talk shit about du Plessis I just think he's kind of an average fighter. He can put you away. He is a finisher. The one thing though that I keep coming back on is Darren Till took him down pretty easy. So it's like, I know Derek tired and he's 40, but takedowns are there. So we'll see. And we're getting a good number. What sports did you play growing up, Christian? When you said that you were, I didn't know what, I'm not joking around. I didn't know.
Basketball, lacrosse, and then I ran cross country. Those were like my 3 main ones.
So you actually like did some because I was gonna say when I played sports and I had my mouth open, I was breathing. It's because I was gassed. It wasn't like this. That's not the way I played. Like you said, I was just dead tired.
Yeah, I love running, so I just look like a gasser, but never was.
Never was. I'm not a good runner. Forgot to all those times you think Brunson's going to fade or give up. He'll cover and smother for 5 rounds. It's only a 3-round fight, so that's even better. All right, next up. This is a tough one for me to talk about, boys. Tough one for me to talk about. Here we go. Chris, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Christopher. Cody Garbrandt, -170 versus Trevin, 5-star Jones. Great nickname. +145. I want to hear from Timbo first because Timbo's got a lot to say about Cody. When we used to have another member of this podcast, they both would team up on me thinking I was a big Cody Garbrandt fan, and I would deny it. Truth be told, I am a big Cody Garbrandt fan. So what they did worked, but I played it cool. So Timbo, tell them what you think, man. Gloves are off. Here we go. Floor's yours.
Yeah, just let it be known I don't like Cody Garbrandt. Never have, never will. However, it's a big step down in competition from Kaikar France to Trevin Jones. There's only been one Jones winning on this card, and it ain't this one. Again, personally, I don't like how – I don't know him personally, obviously, but just how he carries himself, how he carried himself when he beat Dominic Cruz, all the shit with TJ. Pretty much anything the guy does I haven't liked, and including today. I don't know if it was today or not, but, he's saying he was going through personal shit for his last fight. Bro, I can guarantee you he said that shit prior to his last fight, about his last fight, and then probably so on and so forth, going backwards. But I do think, he very skilled striker. If he just doesn't see red and fights the way that he is capable of fighting, I think I don't think he has any problems with Trevin Jones. I think he puts him away. But yeah, I'm feeling really good about Cody this weekend. It's significant step down in competition.
Wow, that makes me confident. Christian, give me your breakdown here, babe.
Yeah, he's better everywhere. I don't think anybody questions that. I mean, well, he's probably not better in the grappling, but I would be shocked to really see that fight go here because Cody Garbrandt's not going to last more than the third punch that hits him in the jaw. That guy is worst. Absolutely worst. Look, I remember the fight with Jones and Timur Valiev. Did he fight Mario Bautista too?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Trevin Jones?
Yeah. Knocked them both out too, didn't he? I know the Valiev one came back.
He knocked out Timur Valiev as a comeback. Did he knock out Batista too? He's only got 3 knockouts to his name. Did he knock out Batista?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knocked out Batista as well.
His output is super low, but he's never been knocked out. And he has fought some really tough guys. Not the level that Cody Garbrandt's fought. I mean, we could all admit that. But this is not the same Cody Garbrandt. This is like comma worthy. When you get a guy like this, you don't think anything. You just bet his opponent, and you bet his opponent by knockout. It's a strategy that when you get these type of fighters, you just keep doing it. Like Dom Reyes might be on that path now. And Timbo loves that. So low volume is the only thing I'm worried about, but he has 15 minutes because Trevin Jones isn't probably going to get put away. Because as soon as Cody Garbrandt comes in on him, just the smallest little like check hook, and it's game over for Cody. That guy's he's worst.
So I think I've been watching MMA since 14, and one of the top 5 performances I've ever seen was Cody Garbrandt versus Dominic Cruz. I love that performance so much. He was so slick. I'm like, no one's touching this guy. And round 1 against TJ was very reminiscent. He was smooth. He was slick. He dropped TJ, but then he got caught, and then it's just like he hasn't been himself. Even the Assunção fight, the only fight that he has won on this losing streak, he still didn't look good, and Assunção rushed into a big overhand right. I mean, it wasn't that great a performance. He's trying everything. He's going to Mark Henry, going to 25, which was a horrible stake. It took him months to get there. His body leg shut down. Kai Kara knocked him out. When you have a chin problem, cutting weight isn't the answer. Sorry, guys. It's just not. You're going to have worse chin problems. Kara France, I know his nickname's Don't Blink, but he doesn't have many knockouts, and he knocked Cody out. Cody's so skilled. He's so talented, right? There's rumors that no one in alpha male up to 55 pounds could hold him down. His scrambling abilities were great. Like, you can't get him not holding down. He could get up. Cardio, a little bit of an issue if you look at the Rob Font fight. Went 5 rounds. He wrestled that fight, faded. Confidence an issue. I know he went through a divorce. He's got a custody battle thing with his kid or whatever. I don't, personal stuff aside, he's extremely talented, right? But I can't back him here. I got to go Trevin Jones because of what Christian said. You touch the chin, it's over. Now, Cody can style on him and go 3 rounds because Trevin's never been knocked out. He's got a great chin. He's got a couple. Timur Valiev was a 3rd round knockout after he got knocked around the whole fight. But Cody needs to be a perfect game plan, and he needs to hit and not get hit. And that's his biggest issue is his defensive skills are just not there. Hopefully they become there. Hopefully they are. He might mix in wrestling. He might do this, but man, it's like a John Anik. John Anik always bets against his Boston teams. I'm kind of betting against my guy here. I don't know if I'm actually going to lay the bet, but I'm picking Trevin Jones, and I think if he touches Cody, it could be a problem here. Timbo, you look like you got something to say. What's up, man?
I just didn't have this on my bingo card for me to be the only one picking Cody.
I know.
But no, think back at Cody when he's gotten finished. All right.
Yeah.
He's never actually been starched. 1 shot and he's out. That has not happened. He's gotten hit, and then where he fucks up at is he keeps going forward. It happened in both TJ fights. It happened in was it Pedro Munoz? Pedro Munoz, right?
Pedro Munoz fight, yeah. Again, it was he got 10 right hands
and then just kept going. Yeah, like, bro, if he's got to it's got to click at some point. His defensive, he's getting trained, teen alpha male, say what you want about him, but decent camp. When if and when you get tagged, fucking regroup, dude. Back up. Like, take it easy. Because he's sitting there telling Kai Kara France, come on. After he just got stung. Same thing with Kai Kara France fight. Like, he's never been got hit in the chin and he's out. It hasn't been Chuck Liddell. Like, it's been he gets hit and then he doesn't logically realize that he's hurt and he keeps going forward. I mean, I feel like it's a relatively easy fix. Obviously, we're fucking talking about cage fighting, so a little different to say easy there. But again, talent-wise, it's there. And Cody by decision plus 450. Maybe changes some things around.
That's a nice number. Hey, you had me at plus 450. That's a nice number. Yeah, the thing with Cody, and I've seen it a million times, is it's almost like what Dustin Poirier goes through. Dustin Poirier doesn't have the best chin in the world. He's been starched before. But what he does is when he gets buzzed, and he admits this himself, Conor had him on skates. But he, instead of going forward and going, all right, come on, motherfucker, like, here's my ego, let's throw down, he backs up, covers up, and regroups because he's a professional. He knows he can rely on his cardio. I don't think Cody has a problem with his cardio. I think he has a problem with his and you're right. He gets hit and he gets hurt and he won't let himself recover because then he rushes in, and it takes him a little bit to recover. I think that's something that he needs to work on. If he can work on that, which is something that, maybe he needs to talk to Dustin Poirier for, maybe an Andre Arlovski. Andre Arlovski had real bad chin problems and, those kind of went away for a while, I think it's just maturity. And I think once you get buzzed or stung in there, you decide like, listen, this is what I need to do to survive. I want Cody to win because I do think he's really talented. He's still young enough that there could be maybe one or two more runs in there, but his chin is just always going to be a problem. So I hope I'm wrong in that fight, but we'll see. Let's get a chat here because the chat's going. Swift breeze to the arena, knocks out Cody in round 2. Aaron S. That was fun. Also, great breakdown. Anakin Florian BP, you're killing it. You weren't alone on the Dontel pick. It fucked me hard. Yeah, he's like, move my guy.
Right, pronounce that last name though.
Not tail.
No, the Christopher's last name in the comments.
Schwagmeyer. I had a girl today, dude. I delivered extensions to this girl and I called her. And usually I don't use my phone because I'm like, hey, you don't pay for my phone. I'm not using it. But I'm like, listen,
yeah, it's the same thing.
Signature required. This girl spent a lot of money on this hair, right? I can't leave. It's an apartment. I can't leave it outside. So I call her, right? She comes down. Her name on the package was AHYSSYA. How do you think that's said?
Asia.
She came down off the elevator with two girls. I think I said like Asia or something like that. It was Asia.
I said that.
Did you say Asia?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't hear you. Yeah, I went, hi, are you Asia? And she looked at me like, it's actually Asia. And I'm like, how the fuck is it actually Asia? Like, do your thing. But yeah, she was a little mad that I mispronounced it. But I'm like, come on, what do you want from me? That's a crazy name.
You're getting better. 2 weeks ago when you did the normal pick-up pod, I think you went like 28 for 30 on that one.
Nice. Could put money the way he looked. Aaron S. Timbo. I don't know if it will click. Mike Chandler just needs to wrestle, but won't. These guys can't help themselves. That's true. That's true. Struggle is real for Garbrandt. Oh, damn. The December number is nice. Even broken clock twice today. Might be right. This one. Aaron S. calling like that. Here we go. What we got here? Trindaddy. Cody's 740 like other great Ohioans, like Joe Burrow and me. Lego. Ohio's a great state.
That mean? What's 740 mean?
Is that probably an area code?
740.
Schwackmeyer.
Is that an area code right there? Pronounced like Schwackmeyer. I love it, babe. I love that name. Cody just using isn't his chance defensive skills. Once you hit him and punch him, keep landing. The same punch will drop some Jones. Much power. Punctionist in a week, baby. Love it. Yeah, I gotta imagine it's an area code. I just found out today, Cincinnati's getting so big that my 513 before my number, we're getting a new one. We're getting 283. So if anybody calls me with a 283 number, they're dead. Block immediately. Yeah, we're 513 till we die in this motherfucker. I've had my phone, area code Trindaddy. I've had my phone number since I was 13 years old. I ain't getting rid of it. All right, let's go. Let's move on.
It's almost like Mike Jones, though. 281-330-8004.
All right, main card time. It's bow time, baby. It's bow time, baby. Woo! It's bow time, baby. Jamie Pickett plus 900 might be up a little bit. Bo Nickal minus 1,500. You can get them a little higher, a little lower if you book shop a little bit, but that's generally the price. Okay. Do you guys want to go or do you want me to go? Because you guys are not allowed picking Bo Nickal. You guys realize that, right? You're not allowed picking Bo Nickal because of the shit talk you said about my guy. Okay. Do you want me to go first? Do you guys want to go?
I'll go first.
Take it away.
Take it.
Okay. Look, I only have 2 notes for this fight. I have Bo Nickal circled as the winner, and then I just have 2 bets I like, and that's 1 minute to 159 at the first round at plus 450 and 2 minutes to 259 at plus 500. Bo Nickal absolutely rolls here. I like the Night Wolf, but this is what it is. I thought Brian was going to lay 5 units on Anik and Florian. He's that confident. I'm that confident. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I might more to lock him. he wins easy. But tell us.
What'd you say to me?
This is, look, I know that he already pulled out of this fight once because he was scared, but I think he's gotten over the nerves.
Whoa. Scared. You know what? I'm not going to fucking dignify that response. Timbo, go ahead and give me Jamie Pickett, babe. Win the whole contest. You pick Jamie Pickett, he wins. You win the whole fucking deal, babe. I put you down for Jamie Pickett.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, nice.
I mean, but the finish line, I mean, damn, you can get Bo Nickal by submission at minus 150. I mean, Jesus.
CC, do you know this guy, Bradley Prohl?
How's that?
I don't know, but I work in Aurora, so I definitely know where he lives. Nice. I mean, Aurora and Lakewood are connected in the outsides of Denver, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So it's like 3 huge cities that are all sprawled out together.
Give me, dude, you can get a plus money play on this. Take like Bo Nickal by submission under 1.5, and you're getting like plus
Daddy's got it right here. Bo plus 150 KO. Give me that shit. Well, that's not Trent. Excuse me. That's
I don't trust the KO. Right. He ain't got that in him.
Oh, he's got it in him, babe.
We'll see. I might just have to throw like $5 on Jamie Pickett to knock his ass out first round.
I'm gonna go KO. Brian, you're really good about picking those when they're like split between the two. Like how they're gonna get it. I've noticed that over time.
So Timbo, you're officially picking Bo Nickal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me tell you why Bo's important, right? And I kind of alluded to this. I talked about it. I might be a broken record. MMA is my favorite thing in the world. I love the NFL. The only 2 sports I watch, NFL and NBA, right? I love my Bengals, but MMA is special to me, right? And we have missed out on so many good prospects to the WWE, or these guys don't want to fight. Kyle Snyder, Ohio State legend, amazing Olympic wrestler. He would have been an amazing fighter. He's got that dog in, but want to do it. David Taylor, who beat Bo Nickal to go to the Olympics, won gold in the Olympics, one of the best American wrestlers ever, doesn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Gordon Ryan, jiu-jitsu, doesn't want to do it. There's some great kickboxers. We finally got Alex Pereira, who's an amazing kickboxer. We got him. Look at him. When he's a champ now. We got Bo Nickal. He's blue chip, 5-star guy, right? He should have did a whole thing where he sat at the table before the Contender Series, and there's all these different hats, PFL, Bellator, because he got offered for all of them, right? And then put on the hat. That would have been dope. Bo, contact me. I'll be your PR guy. But this dude's a special guy, right? And he's 3-0. And I know I'm admittedly saying I'm way ahead of myself here. I have the googly eyes for the new guys, right? But I have a feeling this kid is super, super special as a fighter. He's going southpaw. He's a natural right-handed, which I love because that's the way he shoots. His wrestling is bar none some of the best. A lot of questions still. Can he take a shot? He hasn't been hit yet, right? Can he take a shot? Is his cardio good? Which, coming from Olympic style wrestling, I'm assuming it is, but we don't know. A lot of questions. This is a feeder fight to him, right? This is just Jamie Pickett. I love you. You're a nice guy. You're from one of my favorite cities in the world, Wilmington, North Carolina. You're a truck driver. So am I. You're a blue collar guy. You know, apparently you travel a lot for training or whatever. Good dude. But you're going to slaughterhouse here. I mean, you're laying the slaughter here. This is why it's on the main card. Bo, first round submission. I think he's going to come out aggressive because he knows any other way. He's 3-0. He's going to come out aggressive. Jamie Pickett does have a decent chin. He might get shot. He take a shot, a couple shots. Jamie Pickett, terrible takedown offense. Bo's going to put him down. Bo's going to take a neck. He can take it any which way, you know. Another thing I love about Bo Nickal, after 2 weeks of Oh God, Skynet. I'm gonna get the Skynet in a second.
There's a couple chat things I want to bring up.
After 2 weeks of training jiu-jitsu, he goes in and competes against Gordon Ryan, which is crazy. So let me get to the chat. Bo Nickal was not Pat Downey, okay? Not even the same level as Pat Downey. How dare you, Skynet? This might be another Jan bet for the assassin. Last time I saw him, the confident was Sean versus Jan. That's true. And guess what? Sean won. Bo has 16 Rakhmonov pick on.
That's how I do my picks on the ESPN sheet.
Oh, the ESPN sheet.
Minus 16, no picture.
Brunson and Highland Journal Tucker say, we got the Brunson. I'm on Brunson. Both these beautiful guys are on Duplessis. And we haven't got the Jalen Turner yet. Bo equals Pat Downey trash. Say it again, Skynet. Say it again, bud. Man, these time plays are the ones. First round sub coming in hot after a big wrestler straight left. Yeah, I think it's the way. I already bet on Jeff Neal. I don't know about Pickett dog pick though. Do it, Bradley. You're a Colorado guy. Nuts in the table, babe. Isn't that they didn't want to do it? They didn't offer him 12 and 12 like nobody's. Yeah,
That's
I don't think he's getting 12
right there.
and 12. Once David Taylor comes to UFC, Bo goes to bare knuckle. If David Taylor fights UFC, I will be on David Taylor or MMA in general. I will be on David Taylor's dick just as much as I'm on Bo's because he is an incredible wrestler. I just don't think he's coming. I think he's going to sit at Penn State with Cal Sanderson and just coach wrestling. Like he just doesn't want to do it. Great promo for the boys. Seriously, you missed out on Gordon and all these other. Yeah, it's true. I mean, we got Yoel Romero at 36, boys. Imagine if we got him in his prime, how fucking scary he would have been. Cael Sanderson, I just mentioned, probably the best American wrestler not named David Schultz, never wanted to do MMA. He beat Yoel Romero twice in the Olympics. He's a head coach at Penn State. Amazing guy. Never wanted to do MMA. We miss out on these. Gabe Stevenson, the heavyweight that signed to WWE. We're missing out. And you're right. I mean, listen, the 12 and 12 is a joke. I agree with that. There's no argument there. If Dana is offering these guys 12 and 12, I don't know Bo Nickal's contract. I don't think it's 12 and 12. Probably not that much. He probably could have got more elsewhere, but he wants to be the best. And I respect the shit out of that. The making us play to see Bo already. Go ahead, bub.
So I didn't see the video. The only video I saw was like Bo slamming Gordon Ryan. And his name Gordon Ryan.
The jiu-jitsu guy, yeah. Yeah, they grappled. I think it was like a 15-minute. He submitted him with a triangle, I believe.
I got to go watch that over and over, and over.
It was on. I think it was Eddie Bravo's thing, and then I remember watching it, and then they yanked it off, and they just put it back up because Bo's fighting again. But yeah, I think Gordon Ryan. Bo looked good in the beginning because as a wrestler you can maintain position, but eventually if you don't know jiu-jitsu, you're going against the King Gordon Ryan. I mean, he's going to catch you. I think. I'm not weird.
There was weird rules to it where like Bo couldn't shoot or something, or Gordon Ryan couldn't shoot.
Yeah, I don't know the exact rules of what it was. It could have been a special rules thing. I don't know. I know Bo trained. He said he did 2 jiu-jitsu classes, went in there, and grappling's grappling. But again, Gordon Ryan is a freak athlete. That's what he's good at. I wish he would. He has the temperament, the attitude, the trash talk. He's kind of an out there kind of guy. So if he came to the UFC or MMA in general, he'd be fantastic. He's just not into
Gordon
it.
Ryan?
Yeah.
USADA is why he's not there. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, right. Well, yeah, that's 100% why none of these grapplers are. Craig Jones was on Joe Rogan going, have you seen these guys? He's naming off all these grapplers who I've never seen before, and they keep putting the videos on the thing. These dudes are bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, God damn. Oh, man. The Downey fight had me rolling. Dude, you have the best breakdowns in this commentary. Always good shit. Thank you. I love the confidence. Jordan Franks, I'm going to watch this back tomorrow. I just want to stop for a sec. Much love, brother. You've been killing it today. Thank you, Jordan Franks. I appreciate that. So we're all on the Bo Nickal side. Don't tell Christian. Slime Canada as well. Listen, I just think Bo Nickal is a special guy. The number's absurd. The capper in me, the handicapper goes, Brian, stay away from the money line number. You're a fucking idiot. You know better. But I want to have a winning ticket with Bo Nickal's name on it for his UFC debut. That's a souvenir. I'm going to put it on the wall. You know what I mean? But first round sub, I think, is the way to go. Wait for Christian before we proceed. I might have missed your picks on Jeff Neal, so I apologize. But how you see it going, I feel like Neal can make it very interesting, especially if Shavkat can get him down. Haven't done the Jeff Neal pick. That is 2 fights away, but we're on Jalen Turner next when Christian gets back, so we haven't missed that. I think made offer a little more than we lost Gabe. Gabe Stevenson said they didn't offer him, but he also came out and said, hey, WWE offered me this. What you got, UFC? What you got? And listen, UFC doesn't open a wallet to many unproven guys. I think that would have been a really nice pull there because he is an absolute freak athlete, and I think he has a good mentality for it. But, you know, this is why I'm saying, like, we finally got one. We got a blue chip prospect. All right, next up, we got Mateusz Gamrot, -210 versus Jalen Turner, +180. Lines obviously have moved a little bit since I got these lines the other day. Love this fight. I think it's a better fight than the Dan Hooker fight. I thought Jalen Turner would walk through Dan Hooker. And I think this is just a better spot for him here. Tougher fight, but Gamrot, I think, has a bigger name in this division. So I'll lead the dance here. I'll go first. Gamrot scares me a little bit in the Jalen Turner fight. I saw Jalen Turner in Atlanta at UFC 236. He got taken down quite often by Matt Steamroller Favola. Got held down. That was a while ago. He's improved. His jiu-jitsu is great. Everyone that trains with this guy says he's amazing. A little bit of a chin issue too. He's been knocked out quite a few times in his career outside the UFC, in the UFC. So that's obviously an issue for me, but he's absolutely giant. Gamrot only has like a 31% takedown accuracy or something like that. It's not great. He shoots a lot. He rushes his shots, and I think his wrestling is good, but it's his pressure, his cardio. He can strike a little bit, but the Benny Dariush fight, Benny stuffed a lot of those, and Jalen Turner trains with Benny, a lot of the time. They're not like main training partners, but they're there in Southern California. They're working together, and Jalen Turner's got a great guillotine, great Dars, long for the division. I see Gamrot running into one of those, running into a knee. I see Jalen finishing this fight. That's how I'm going to play it. Jalen by finish. Gamrot could easily win a decision, or kind of a boring decision, take it to the cards, whatever. I don't see him finishing Jalen. Maybe you could catch him with a knockout. But, Gamrot's striking is just okay to me. But Gamrot got put down by Benny, and I think if he runs into a knee, it's going to be a problem. And he rushes a lot. Range is going to be a factor here. Jalen's so long, he's going to have to rush in for a shot. Fucking, yep, who's your daddy? Knee up the middle. Yep, guillotine. Endorse. Give me Jalen Turner, dog shot here, babe.
Hello? Okay, this is dog.
Dog shot. Timbo, what we got, babe?
There's too much hype on Jalen Turner right now. And I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm not saying he's not good. There is a lot of hype on this man. And as you said, he's had chin problems. He's had takedown defense problems. I think we're getting Gamrot here at a pretty good number. What was the number on that? What is it, like -150?
Who's that? Gamrot -200 right now.
Yeah, close to -200.
200. Yeah,
Hey,
that
Christian,
good of a number.
You see he's commenting?
Yeah.
Ow!
Hey,
Let's go! Is she in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Does she live in Hawaii year round?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where I did like the MMA Takes Awards from. Had the palm trees in the background.
Right. I remember that. I just didn't know if you guys go there a lot or if she actually lived there. That's cool.
Yeah, she lives there.
Awesome. It's island time.
Gamrot's got a 7-inch reach disadvantage, which is pretty significant, obviously.
What do you think he has a reach disadvantage in his pants? It's got to be like a 12-inch reach disadvantage.
7 inches.
Yeah, likely.
And then
yeah, also 7 inches.
Tarantula, you know what I mean?
I feel,
we can't have a show
head,
like talking about a dick.
If I'm thinking like Gamrot and his team training for this fight, okay, obviously want to close the distance. Obviously want to get Jalen Turner to the ground and avoid the guillotine. If you can successfully do those two things, I think he's in for a pretty easy blueprint to win this fight. That, -205 is a little. I thought it'd be closer than that, just with all the hype around Jalen Turner after submitting Brad Riddle in like 10 seconds. But I think this is another one of them trap plays, man. There's a lot of hype on Jalen Turner following that first round submission win over Brad Riddle. Give me Gamrot. I'm still so impressed with him. I know, he had his mishap against Benil Dariush. He still looked good in that fight as well, and he got Dariush to the ground 4 times. But the Sarzukian fight, like, holy shit! Talk about cardio, sprawling, like good hands, which I don't think that'll really play a factor in this again because of the reach advantage for Turner. But yeah, give me Gamrot, likely by decision. I like that. I think he gets him down and can kind of control him there.
Gamrot by decision. Yeah, I think that's a good play. For the opposite side, I think Gamrot by decision is a good play. the blueprint's how Matt Frevola fought him. I think that's where you got to go out. Unless you want to go out reckless and throw hands, try to get him out of there by knockouts. Again, the chin's a little bit of an issue. Because you're playing with fire because Jalen can crack. Christian, very curious how you see this fight, babe. Give it to me.
Yeah, this was one of the other very difficult ones on the card for me to pick. It's a fantastic fight. It's the more I think about it, it might be my actual favorite fight on the card.
Good fight.
So it doesn't have obviously the name value of the main event, but it is a fantastic fight. Two great fighters. So I'm just going to piggyback because both of you guys broke it down so well and why each fighter should win. And I'll just kind of tell you where I fall. Yeah, it was perfect. So Gamrot's been dropped, and this didn't come up. Gamrot's been dropped in all of his last 3 fights at least once, and in a couple of them multiple times. So obviously, I mean, he's been able to take it. He's not getting knocked out, but he's got that relentless pressure and cardio. But Jalen Turner gets up. Like Jalen Turner stops almost every takedown, and when he gets taken down, also gets back up. So yeah, I no matter what, I think the cardio is going to go to Gamrot. I just love that Jalen Turner will scramble out of them, and every time he does, there's knees and elbows that Gamrot's going to have to keep coming back in. Gamrot doesn't keep people down, and that's, I think, a huge problem in this fight, because you're going to keep taking bony-ass 6'3" Jalen Turner down. You're going to have to go through knees and elbows all the way through there, and a jab when you're not shooting. So I see that taking its toll. Look, I don't know. I was on Gamrot until this afternoon. I've been at work thinking about this fight, but I'm taking Jalen Turner. That. Yep. I think it's worth a dog shot.
Yeah, 100%. I like the midday switch because you and I are in the both profession. You're driving your truck, and you're dozing out, thinking about shit, and you're like, "Oh shit, man, I'm on that side now, ain't I?"
That's exactly how it happened today. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
Now,
I thought you broke that down.
Our guy Schwagmeyer, Christian, don't you always have a stat about this or some saying about how reach isn't really an advantage unless you had the height to go with it or something?
Yeah, it's in there's a book called Fight. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But yeah, it's reach without height is reach advantage without height advantage isn't really an advantage if you just crunch the numbers.
Like Volkanovski, he's got his arms go down to his knees. He's always a shorter guy, but he's always got reach over people. It's weird.
Yeah, they're correlated. When you have both, there is a correlation.
Yeah, I think it's Dan Tom. It could be another capper that just they don't think reach matters at all. They just don't.
Dan Tom does southpaw.
He does southpaw, but there could be another capper. I might be mistaken with Dan Tom, but there's a guy there who just thinks reach doesn't matter at all. He's been saying it forever. I think reach is important in my opinion, but I think range is the most important thing. If you know how to, because look at Stefan Struve. That guy didn't know how to use his reach. He would just get flatlined, and he was the fucking 7 foot tall, right? If you know how to use your reach, that means you know how to use your range, which is very important. Look at Jon Jones. Crazy reach, right? 84.5-inch reach, one of the biggest in UFC. I think the longest in UFC, maybe tied now with somebody. But his range and his distance is perfect, right? He can't just stick his arm out there and just jab you, from 10 feet away. That's not how it works. But I think range is very important. But yeah, maybe reach does get overblown a little bit. I tend to look at it a little bit because I've boxed guys with longer reaches than me, and they're hitting me and I can't hit them. And it's like, what the fuck's going on here? But that's just my own problems. All right, next up, Shavkat Rakhmonov -500 versus Jeff Neal +400. Jeff Neal doubled down today at the press conference and said he's going to make this fight look easy. A guy in Shavkat Rakhmonov who's 16-0 with 16 finishes. He's going to make it look easy. I love the confidence. Don't know if I agree with it, but I love the confidence. We're kicking the Timbo here. We got a juicy line on Jeff Neal. Tell him what you think, babe.
It's tough, dude. Jeff Neal has really fought. I mean, you look at his fight against Bilal Muhammad. Granted, this is 4 years ago. He didn't get taken down once, and I think Bilal has really moved his game to more of a grappling approach now, and has that's probably his last loss. Now that I think about it, but dude, this Rakhmonov kid is fucking. It's hard to go against him. Jeff Neal's got an excellent takedown defense. It was an 85% takedown for defense.
Very good, yeah.
but it hasn't fought anybody like this. And Jeff Neal really looked impressive against Luque, and I think a lot of people wrote him off going into that fight.
I did.
But yeah, the hype from that fight has dwindled out, and give me Rakhmonov here. I think he gets him down, and I think Neal, puts up a good fight, but like at the end of the day, you got a fucking killer if he gets you to the ground. So give me Rakhmonov.
You surprised me that I really thought you were going to go Neal there. I surprised you earlier with the Cody pick. I thought you were going Neal there. Christian, what we got here, babe?
Yeah, I wish he would have had that confidence when he was leaving the Texas Roadhouse on Christmas Eve a few years back, because he looked like shit when he got back into the octagon after that. Yeah, where was that? Look, I've actually never been super impressed with Jeff Neal. I don't know what it is. I thought he lost to Ponzinibbio, and he did lose to Magny, did lose to Wonder Boy. And so he beat Vicente Luque, who really has kind of looked like his best days are behind him. Not impressed. I said this in our group chat. I've been on Rakhmonov's dick since Bo Nickal was living in the freshman dorms. That's how long I've been on this guy for. I voted for him as like the next up in MMA Takes Award. I thought this guy was a star in the making. I still think he is. It's rinse and repeat. It is going to look easy, but it's going to look easy for Shavkat Rakhmonov. You could clip that one because it's happening, and it's going to be by finish. I'm not going to worry too much about how he gets him out of there. You just look, if you bet it 16 times, it's worked 16 times. It keeps working for me. I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, you're right. Jeff Neal looked really good against Bilal. Bilal has really good takedowns, but what Bilal doesn't have is now back then it was an older fight. Bilal doesn't have dangerous stand-up. Bilal has really good pressure boxing. He can snipe you. He can pick his shots, but he doesn't mix it up well. Either he's taking down or he's standing up with you. You watch the Vincent Luque fight, but Bilal was getting a lot better. You look at Shavkat Rakhmonov, he'll stand up with it. He don't give a fuck, right? He's not in a rush to get the fight to the ground. I think Jeff Neal's power is overblown. I think he's got a good head kick. Hands-wise, dynamite hands. Great hands. But as far as power... Yeah, hands of steel. As far as power, I know he's coming off a knockout of Vicente Luque. No one's ever done that, right? So I sound like an idiot now, but I don't think his power is just all that crazy. Shavkat Rakhmonov, if you're looking at him, you go, oh, he's 16-0, 16 finishes. He's probably fought nobody outside the UFC. Wrong. He's fought some studs, and he's finished all of them. One fight in particular, I just watched on Reddit. He got clipped bad. I mean, he was out. Battle back, got the finish in that fight, which shows a tremendous amount of heart before you're into the UFC. This guy's stone cold. He's now at Killcliff FC. I've only heard good things about him. He's strong. His position's great on the ground. I don't think he's going to rush takedowns. I think he's going to go up there. Jeff Neal's going to use his stand-up. He's got a good slick southpaw, good kicks. And I think Shavkat's going to kind of play it safe in that first round. Not safe, excuse me. He's going to get his reads in the first round. He's got some length on him, and he's going to pick his spots. Jeff Neal got knocked out by Kevin Holland, who has a similar body frame like Shavkat Rakhmonov. I think Rakhmonov is going to find his shots. He's the slower fighter, but he has better timing, and I think he's going to get the fight to the ground. I love a finish here. Minus 500 is a little beefy, right? You can throw him in a parlay. I think it's worthy for a parlay. But then again, the value boy in me says, listen, Jeff Neal is a good fighter at plus 400. That's a crazy number. Put a little money on him, whatever. Maybe even Shavkat or Jeff Neal by finish is something even crazier because Shavkat has been clipped before. Crazier things have happened. But I'm with you guys. I think Rakhmonov is a special fucking dude. And I think him versus Chimaev. I know Chimaev is probably not going to see 170 I think he's at 85 for the rest of his career. But him versus Chimaev was like my number one fight I wanted to see.
Oh, hell yeah. This was actually my mortal lock the last time we broke, because this is they're redoing this. That he was at minus 280 when I was like, can I mortal lock him? Yeah, because I remember asking, like, what's the cutoff we have for the negative point?
280 versus excuse me?
Yeah, so this is how much that line has changed, because I mortal locked him in that. I had to end up picking a new one.
This fight was supposed to happen more right.
Yeah, so like
so then the Magny fight happened in between this.
I think so. I just know we've broken it down before, but
And that's another thing too. Shavkat easy money. You're probably right. There's some chat. I love when the chat talks here, babe. Never been against a man that walks the octagon with a dead animal on his head. System play. I love that system. That is 100% a great system. He eyeing that Jeff with the hoot and hooter, making it look easy. Just can't give him Shavkat a run for his money. I'm with it. Aaron S. 8-for-8 finishes is so nuts. If he spoke English, might be 100%. If he spoke English, I think that could be said for Anderson Silva as well. Anderson Silva's a GOAT. Don't get me wrong, but if he spoke English his whole career, I think it would have been a little bit more different once it's in UFC. So, the line I think is absurd. I think it is a little high. I think the Shavkat's good. And if we're doing MMA math, casuals, plug your ear. Magny beat Jeff Neal. Shavkat embarrassed Jeff Neal. So chew on that for a little bit for all those Jeff Neal guys out there, because Neil Magny's, he's great, right? Neil Magny's like,
was that for Rakhmonov to finish?
What was that? Excuse me.
Sorry, we're breaking up there. The minus 500 is that for Rakhmonov finish?
No, that's just his money line. Minus 500 is what he's currently.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
So you're saying he's value at minus 500.
I can see value at 500. Listen, when you got a bankroll, when you got a bankroll, I mean, 500 shouldn't scare you off, right?
If you need to launder some money, Shavkat's your guy.
Shavkat's your guy. Next up, Valentina, co-main event. Valentina Shevchenko, minus 610 versus Alexa Grasso, plus 460. A friend of mine, the same guy who called me fat and ugly and I shouldn't be on camera today, that is a friend of mine. He said that he does have hopefully he's not listening, but he probably is. He does have a weird way of coming up to me on these big underdogs and going, so-and-so is going to win. And off the top of my head, I can't remember who we got right, but he's been right at least 2 or 3 times. He texted me and said, Grasso's winning that fight, right? So take that with you we will, but wrong. That guy's wrong. I'm going to go quick here. I think Valentina, this is you must have forgot fight. People thought Santos beat her. She looked flat in that fight. Grasso's got great boxing, but she's a little undersized. She was at 115 coming up to 125. Valentina is a strong woman. She can take her down anywhere, maintaining her distance, kicks her lethal. If Valentina fights dumb and wants to fight exciting for the fans, because, she's not really a draw, even though she's the pound brown GOAT female fighter, she's not, no one really comes out to see her, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. I don't know why that is, but I think she's going to want to make a statement in this fight. I don't know if she gets a finish because Grasso's durable. She's got that Mexican heart. And I don't think Mexico is going to get a third champion. They got Yair. They got Brandon Moreno. I don't think they're getting Grasso here. Give me Valentina. Shevchenko.
I'll take it.
Yeah, Timbo, sorry. I'm sweating.
I think the biggest threat to Valentina is just a really high-level grappler, like
Bransfield,
Suarez,
but Talia Santos. Talia Santos held her down for a decent amount of that fight, and that's what you have to do. If you try to stand and bang with Valentina, you're gonna get fucking ended. Araujo just fought Alexa Grasso in her last fight, put up like 130 significant strikes against her. You can't take that from Valentina. So I think Valentina rolls here. I think this is kind of a filler fight until either the Santos rematch happens or Blanchfield. So yeah, give me Shevchenko here. I think this is the most mortal lock of all time in my opinion. But
so Dana White said that Santos doesn't want to come to America or can't come to America for a while. I don't know if she has personal reasons, whatever.
It's her husband and coach. He can't get a visa, and I don't know why.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So if Santos can get here, I would love to see Santos versus Suarez or Blanchfield, and whoever the odd. I know Suarez wants to go down to 115, but I think she looks better at 125. She is a good sized female. But yeah, either one of those with the grappling. I mean, I think everyone with eyes can look and say Tatiana Suarez, if she didn't get injured, probably would be champion by now, at least in one of those weight divisions. And Blanchfield's a special talent, clearly. So it's interesting. I think Valentina rolls here. Christian, what do you got?
Yeah, you said people don't show up for Valentina. Word is, though, Jon Jones does show up for Valentina.
Hey, I didn't go to Uncle Chael. Uncle Chael's got the inside on that.
Look, Valentina rolls here. It's going to take somebody with like some bold egg and take your ass to the mat aggression to beat her. That's not Grasso. Grasso is violent, but Valentina is more violent. This one's easy. It's like any other Valentina breakdown. Let's move on.
Can I bet doctor stoppage, like specifically?
Yeah, doctor stoppage, fucking for a cut or something. Valentina, though, listen, she's under 1,000 for the first time. which is nice.
parlay
Thank
piece.
you, Palisandro. I mean, she literally is still very high, but when you see Valentina Shevchenko under 1,000, you're like, you might be able to play that. All right, main event. Let's
I bet it'll get there by Saturday, because she was like a minus 600, and now it's jumped to minus 800.
Okay, but I'm already there. Let's just put it that way. I'm already there. Main event time. What we're here for. Johnny Bones Jones is back. Ever heard of him? For the heavyweight strap, Jon Jones, minus 165. He has gone up a little bit. I got these again yesterday. Versus Cyril Gane, plus 140. We got the heavyweights. Timbo, you're a Jon Jones guy. Do you want to go first? Do you want to go last?
I'll take it first.
Go first.
So I'm not ashamed to say this. I actually took a page out of John Anik's book, and I parlayed Jake Paul's fight going to the distance with Cyril Gane, because this is one of them cases, and I usually do it out of hatred for a fighter, but I'm doing it out of love for a fighter for maybe the first time, where like, if Jon Jones loses and I lose money, I cannot take that. I will not be able to take that. Even though I'm having my first weekend out with the boys since my son was born.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to the casino back down where I'm from. I'm going to watch it there. So I'm definitely going to be hammering Jon Jones while I'm there, just out of just excitement and having a good time. But I feel really good about Jon Jones here, man. Like, dude's locked in. Again, has he ever locked in his entire career? Maybe when he first got to the UFC, but he said it on live broadcast. I was doing cocaine when I beat you, DC. That was a huge fucking fight. That was their first fight. So I'm assuming he's sober now. Not that it even really matters, just with his talent. I saw his body shot for the first time. Dude looks fucking thick.
It's a thick boy with a couple C's on there. Couple extra C's on the thick.
Couple C's on there, man.
Yeah.
But as you stated earlier, like his range, he's so good at identifying range. Like Cyril Gane, like, okay, if you get touched by Tai Tuivasa, that can happen certainly, but I don't think Tai Tuivasa even gets a sniff of Jon Jones. Jon Jones' defense is better than his offense, and his offense is really good as well. And then, not to mention, if he wants to take this to the ground, we saw what Francis did against Cyril. So I'm not doing any I wouldn't recommend any props. If anything, I'd take Jon Jones by decision. But in bones. It's so nice to have the GOAT back, and it's so nice for new MMA fans that probably have heard or maybe seen videos of him to actually get to experience him, live. Because I'm fucking hyped for him, man. I can't wait.
And motivated, new weight class, big boy. His last two fights were a little lackluster. I don't think this one's gonna be lackluster. I think with the time off, the timing of the striking is gonna be a little bit, at least in the first round. It's gonna take him a little bit to adjust to it. But the wrestling's always gonna be. He's been doing that his life, right? The wrestling's gonna be there. Christian, give me your breakdown of this fight, babe. Timbo did a great job. Got all his points off. By the way, real quick, Timbo. So you told us I think a couple weeks ago you haven't drank since Cam's born. Is that right?
Not in the state of Virginia. I went on a work trip and I had
okay. Well, beers. yeah. That doesn't count, right? But when you go with your boys, you're gonna have a couple cervezas.
Big time. Tequila shot.
So we're gonna get drunk Timbo Saturday with the hate texts if someone loses, which I am here for. Like the depths this guy goes to, the meanness that he does when he's snipping some adult, it's my favorite thing ever. Like, it's like this guy will murder your family, and I believe him. Oh, so
if you don't get him, I'm having a good betting night. So let's have the mean text sent.
You know what? I hope I don't get him, because I want you to win money. You're my guy. I want all of us to win money. But if I do get him, there's going to be someone that's going to let you down, and I'm fucking here for it. Christian, who you got, babe?
Yeah, 100% chance we're getting those texts because it's a pay-per-view card, and Timbo's most likely not going to pick the perfect card. I mean, it's possible, but not probable. So, look, Skynet, I saw you said something about you were out with Jon Jones drinking on the night he crashed the Bentley. I've actually spent a night out drinking with Jon Jones before too, and I'm assuming those were blonde girls in the Bentley. From what I've come more and more.
This guy's got a type. He's
got a type. Man. Yep. The reason he never got married, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
now blonde women out there for him.
Yep. So he is my favorite fighter of all time, and it's not even close. This layoff, though, concerns me. He has looked so degraded progressively in each of his last appearances. And we've seen what his opponents have looked like after the fact. That is a huge concern to me because Ciryl Gane, other than maybe not expecting a takedown from Francis Ngannou, and I think that's more because he feared the striking. Jon Jones striking, I don't know how much it's worth fearing anymore, at least on the feet. Maybe your knees, that might be the most scary strike he's throwing. Yeah, look, we've had this conversation. He gets on top and starts raining down elbows. This is over, and it's over quick. Man, Ciryl Gane has been so much bigger for so much longer. He's going to be more used to carrying this weight. Like, look, I know Josh comes from prime athletic lineage, and his brothers are absolutely massive. But, you know, he's been at 220 for, since he was probably 19 years old. Look, I think Ciryl can, assuming this is the big cage, I didn't even think about it. Never really getting that into my capping. But
outside Apex,
Yeah. I think that space, again, favors Gane. I think he's going to be the much faster striker on the feet. I think his kicks will be quicker, more powerful. His punches quicker and more powerful. Jon Jones has looked hittable. I mean, looked hittable in his last few fights.
What are you trying to say here? What are you trying to say here, bud? What are you trying to say? What are you leading for, bud?
I love the breakdown, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What I'm going to say is I think this is going to be an extremely boring fight that's going to stay on the feet the entire time because I think Gane has the ability to keep it there. And in turn, because I don't think Jones is going to be able to take him down enough. And if he does, I think Gane might be able to get it enough that I'm going to take Ciryl Gane here against my favorite fighter in history.
Wow. Whoa. All right. Well, let me end the show when we're not going to end. We got locks in my slime ball. Oh, God. I got to shake off how wrong Christian is. Man, I just got to get that wrongness out of me. Listen, Francis Ngannou took him down. What were you talking about? Jon Jones, every time he's tried to take someone down, guess what? He takes him down. DC, limp aggressor, took him down with ease. Jon Jones is no dummy. He's going to come in here. He's going to take Ciryl Gane down. Ciryl Gane has fought one grappler, kind of, and it was Francis. And Francis took him down and smothered him. Imagine what Jon Jones is going to do. Ciryl Gane went for heel hooks and shit. He does that with Jon Jones. He's getting eaten up. Jon Jones on the ground is a different animal. When he gets you on the ground, it's a problem. Problem is the last two fights that we've seen him, he didn't want to get it to the ground. And if he did, you know, the guys got back up. He's going to take Ciryl Gane down. Maybe not the first round. Second round, first round. I think the first round they're going to play out. They both have similar striking. They like the distance. Cyril's kind of got the karate, right? They both side kick to the knees, front kick to the gut. Ciryl has better hands. Jon Jones is better in the clinch. He's got good knees to the body, touches body, and is a smart, cerebral fighter who wants it. So, Christian, put your fucking money up, man. Huh? What about it?
Let's do it.
Let's go, right? Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll give you $50. You give me 20 because you got the underdog.
Wait, you didn't do that math right. It's not that bad.
Fuck math. I'll give you 60. You give me 20. Let's go, bitch. I'm winning $20.
Yeah, we'll bet. You want to bet 50 and we'll do the math?
Yeah, we'll do the math later. $50 math. Listen, that's how confident I am in Jon Jones.
We'll take the odds at the time of where we did this.
The first two rounds are going to be a little slow, but then he's going to pick up. Timbo, what's up? Whoop.
Muted.
Timbo, you're muted, babe, or something's going on. Can't hear you.
My bad. I'm here.
There you go. There.
Folks in the chat, folks all over social media. Oh, he's training with fucking Mo Green and
Walt Harris and Crochet Boss. Yeah.
At least his head's warm with those knitted caps. Those are pretty nice.
This dude was the only thing at Jackson Wink for probably like 7 years. The last 7 years he was at Jackson Wink, he was the only like legit star they had. Holly Holm, count her in, but as far as men's, this dude carried Jackson Wink for 7 years. He was training with like Keith Jardine for probably his main training partner. I'm not too worried about his training partners. Again, a lot of this just comes so natural to him. He's obviously got the athletic lineage in his family, as CC had pointed out. I think people are blowing that out of proportion. They're big bodies, and they're not. Walt Harris is a pretty legit heavyweight, in my opinion. He has personal problems he went through. He's quick, can maybe mirror Gane a little bit. So I think people are blowing that out of proportion.
And also, nobody's going to mirror Gane.
Well, he's also 290 pounds, and Jon Jones threw him down like he's fucking Brandon Moreno. So, I mean, we all saw that clip, right? I mean, regardless of how skilled Walt is, you can't change the fact that he's 290 pounds and he got tossed. I think Cyril Gane's in a rude awakening here with the grappling. I think he's going to take Jon Jones at least a round or two to get the grappling going and where he wants it to go. And then it's fucking curtains. All right, boys, we're getting late. Hour 45 minutes, almost 10 o'clock. I got a 5 a.m. wake-up call. Let's get to the locks, baby. Timbo, give me whatever lock you want. You're the champ. Mortal dog, send him home. What you got, babe?
Only right that I take Johnny Bones as my mortal. Got
there he is. There he is. I was hoping 3
years for this.
Christian, do you want to go? Do you want me to go? You know who I'm taking. You want to do paper rock
podcast last time? Jesus.
No, you can just take it. It's fine because we're not going to be
mortal lock.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
He's my mortal lock. The mortal lock.
Hell yeah.
Here, baby. Oh, fuck yeah.
I love that voice. Listen, I know it's here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay. If
I don't want anything. You lose 2 points.
No. This is going to be me because consciously I can't do this, right? And you'll know why once I show you my fucking slime ball parlay. I'm going to give, if Bo Nickal loses, I'm going to go back through the live chat, give someone $50. I'm going to give both you guys $50 if he loses. If he wins, and if he loses, I lose to pick him. I'll lose all my points, right? I can't win. And no matter if I go perfect the entire card, minus 1,500, I'm more lock him. That's a joke, right? So I shouldn't be doing that. But with that being said, those are my stakes, right? That's how confident I am.
That's on the table.
So I'm more lock. Bo Nickal, both of you make $50, and basically it's a competition between you two in our game, and one lucky winner in the chat will get $50 or merch from MMATakespodcast.com, whatever you guys want to do. But Bo Nickal is going to win this fight easily. Mortal lock, Christian mortal lock, babe.
Yeah, Bo Nickal ain't losing, that's for sure. He's like minus 500 to minus 700. So I know you only use DraftKings because DraftKings Sportsbook. Check out the odds as you like to do, but
we're gonna bleep that out.
Yeah, there's some reasonable odds out there if you want to parlay them inside the distance of all the sports books you've since deleted. So I know there's about 2 people out there that actually listen to the bets I make and sometimes place them. So I'm going to give you something that's at least around minus 300. Give me Baby Shark. I hate Jessica Penne. She's gonna put her out to pasture.
Nice. I like that one. All right, Christian. Since you picked last, go ahead and give me whatever lock you want now. Send him home. Or dog lock, babe. What you got?
Man. I want to do that. I want to take Garry as my send him so bad just to fuck with your sheet. But I want Araujo as a dog because I think she kind of rolls Hebos.
Araujo, dog lock. All right, my dog lock, pretty simple. Thought about it, very confident about it. We're going Jalen Turner, baby. Dog lock. Love it, love it, love it. Timbo, dog lock. Let's see what kind of dogs you got here, bud. What dogs are barking?
I got Barriault.
Barriault? No, he was a favorite. You got
and he didn't take. He took Cody, right? Oh, yeah, we all three were on
Cody's favorite. Yeah. The only dog Timbo took, which is very surprising, is Mana Martinez.
Wow.
Man, this is and I was not even on him. Y'all had to fucking convince me. Wow.
You have been all favorite.
It wasn't intentional.
Give him a chalk.
I know.
Bitch.
Chalk. You say you want chalk. Yeah, because Barriault, it's a close fight, but Barriault is the favorite. And yeah, Mana's plus 240 as the dog. We're all on him. I mean, I guess that's your only pick there, Timbo.
Yeah, give it to me.
All right. Dog lock there.
Dude.
All right, Mike, send him home. So I'm not going to be a little bitch. And my green hammer bet separate than my send him home, even though I think Ian Garry's the fucking man. We're going to go send him home. Ooh, I got a lot of options because I do think there's going to be some good finishes on this card, but send them home early. Ooh. Let's go. I can't do it. Sorry. Let's go Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Oh my God, I would have taken Garry. Now I'm gonna have to take Ian Garry.
You got to take
my
you
number one.
Yeah, Green Hammer's not one of the lots.
Well, I
You can
guess that
take
I'm
Garry.
just yeah, but I'm just taking
Yeah.
your Green Hammer. Well, I guess that's good.
Which is basically a send him home, but yeah, but we're both on the same side, so we're gonna make people money.
Yeah.
So Garry sent him home.
Unless Timbo wants to take. Well, I think Timbo's got the pick, right? Or am I? I'll take Garry.
Okay, you got Garry. Timbo, who do you got? Send him home, babe.
Give me Duplessis. And that's nuts on the table. That's probably a plus money play right there. You guys are taking fucking minus 400. Send them homes.
Hey, baby, we're Chalk City here. Ew. Speaking about chalk, let's wrap this show up. You boys are beautiful. Thank you for the extended time. But we got to give them a slime ball parlay, right? I ran out of time. I was going to make a nice little graphic video, whatever. This isn't probably the slime ball to do that with, okay? It's a little chalky, right? So my initial slime ball was, here's what the initial slime ball was. Valentina Shevchenko, Ian Garry, and Bo Nickal. It came out to minus 270, right? Minus 270 for a three-leg parlay, right? So that was a little high. So I added a little extra slime, and the extra slime is Johnny Bones Jones. Extra slime, that brings you a plus 120. This is a pay-per-view week, babe. We got to go four-legger. That's a four-legger. That doesn't lose. If you don't want to add this extra slime, you're looking at minus 270, which is not crazy bad, but, whatever. There's better numbers out there. Plus 120 for the extra slime. All right, boys. The chat, you are beautiful as always. A lot of fun with my guys. First one with the three-headed monster this year. I love it. Did you guys have a good time?
Hell yeah, man. Good to be back. Good. Appreciate you guys.
Timbo, have fun this weekend. Christian, have fun this weekend. And you're looking at the new champ. Let's go, boys.
See ya.